Do you, for example, know that a few members of your committee collected 10 million shillings so that you could pass that law on anti-money laundering? Did you get the money? So
imagine this. The president of a country wakes up one morning and accuses the very parliament that has been protecting him of being corrupt. He calls them greedy, selfish, and dangerous. But here's the twist. He's the one who taught them to play the game. Now, parliament feels betrayed and impeachment talks are in the air. What is going on here? And what does the president really want? This is not just a fight about corruption. This is about power. And if you look close enough, you'll see that the president may have a much bigger plan. Let's talk about it.
Impeachment Season 2 loading. Can this parliament go ahead and impeach President Ruto?
You see, for years, President Ruto and members of parliament were partners in crime.
Imagine, His Excellency the President anapiga simu anakuambia, kawa we ni rafiki yangu, we sign there, unisaidia nitoe hii mtu amenisumbua sana.
It takes two to tango, and they tangoed perfectly. The president paid MPs to pass bills, silence critics, and even impeach people.
You know, I'm one of these people, I'm told to speak briefly, I speak briefly. Your Excellency, I'm your loyal foot soldier. When you tell me speak briefly, I speak briefly. If you tell me Gachagua ende nyumbani, Gachagua anaenda nyumbani.
The MPs loved it. They got money, power, and protection. Ruto got his way every single time. It is a perfect match made in corruption. But the marriage is breaking down. Suddenly, Ruto is pointing fingers at MPs, calling them corrupt and greedy.
there are people who are destroying the credibility of Parliament. And they are collecting money in the name of Parliament. And some of the time, or most of the time, that money never gets to Parliament, it gets to a few people.
MPs are furious. They feel insulted. They feel used. And they're asking one very dangerous question. If the president can humiliate us today, why should we protect him tomorrow? This is where the story gets interesting.
We are now going to exercise our teeth. We are now going to bite. And Honorable Speaker, as I speak, there is a table a censure motion. It is before you, Honorable Speaker, it's coming. We must now take our rightful position as a National Assembly.
When Ruto accused MPs of corruption, he touched a live wire. Kenyans already believe Parliament is corrupt, so the accusation made sense to the people. But by attacking MPs, Ruto also attacked the very institution that he depends on to pass laws and run government. It's like cutting off your legs and expecting to walk. Why would he risk that? Why would he insult the same people who keep him in power? The answer is simple: distraction.
Salam guys, now your president and your members of parliament are suddenly clever. Yeah? These people have been in bed together matters corruption. All you need to ask yourselves is, we are being distracted. For what?
Look around. Kenya is in crisis. The economy is collapsing. Youth are protesting. The IMF is breathing down the country's neck. Scandals are everywhere. And Ruto had just acquired a new PR strategy, the CHAN football competition, which was a way for him to clean his image. And shockingly, it was beginning to work. People were beginning to talk less about the failures of his administrations. So why would he suddenly blow that up by fighting Parliament? Because he needed a new story, a louder story, a distraction. And nothing distracts Kenyans like a political war. By attacking MPs, Ruto has shifted the conversation. Suddenly, headlines aren't about the economy or Gachagua. They are now about MPs versus the president. It has worked. People have stopped asking hard questions. Instead, they are enjoying the political drama. But distraction is only half the story. Ruto is also playing another game, divide and conquer. By calling MPs corrupt, he throws them all under the bus. But behind the scenes, he can start cutting deals with some while punishing others. This creates fear and confusion. No MP knows who will be the next target. It's a classic strategy. Weaken the group, control the individuals. And if done well, it makes Parliament too divided to fight back.
The President and the members of Parliament calling each other corrupt is a very well thought out political strategy, meant to distract us from the opposition and meant to distract us from the issues that are affecting us. Sahi, we would be talking about the return of Rigathi Gachagua. But what are we talking about? Oh, who is calling each other corrupt?
But here's the long-term goal. Ruto doesn't just want MPs to fight. He wants to make Parliament irrelevant. Think about it. If the people believe Parliament is corrupt and useless, who do they trust? The President. And if the Parliament loses legitimacy, Ruto can argue that Kenya needs a new system. Maybe fewer MPs, maybe weaker checks and balances, maybe even a chance to dissolve the Parliament and start over. This is how you build an imperial president. Slowly, carefully, and by making every other institution look corrupt and broken, while presenting yourself as the only one who can fix it. Of course, this is risky. Parliament may fight back. They might even bring up impeachment. But Ruto has a fallback strategy. He can sacrifice a few allies in Parliament, blame them for corruption, and look like the hero who cleans the house. He can also blame Raila Odinga. He can say that the opposition has corrupted the Parliament. And if that fails, he can always go back to donors and foreign allies, telling them, look, I'm the only one fighting corruption in Kenya. It's a win-win narrative. If MPs back down, Ruto wins. If they fight, he still looks like the anti-corruption crusader.
Nowadays, the president doesn't even pick my calls. He doesn't even respond to my WhatsApp messages. He has even ordered Dennis to remove me from strategist WhatsApp group. But I don't care. By the way, do you know I was elected to serve the people of Kikuyu? I wasn't elected to please the president. He can replace me as leader of majority. I don't care.
But here's the danger. Parliament is angry. They feel betrayed. They feel expendable. And when politicians feel cornered, they can strike back. That's why you're hearing the whispers of Impeachment Season 2.
Impeachment Season 2 loading. Can this Parliament go ahead and impeach President Ruto?
If enough MPs get fed up, they could unite. Not because they love Kenyans, but because they want revenge. If that happens, Ruto could face the biggest fight of his political life. And in Kenyan politics, once impeachment talks begin, it's almost impossible to stop the momentum.
So let me tell you, these are the three scenarios that might be happening hapa kwa game. Okay, number one, scandal. Kuna scandal inafichwa. Kuna scandal imefanyika mahali na they are trying to place more screens. They are applying, wanajaribu kutuficha macho na giza, wanajaribu kutuchezea drama na video, okay, na movie. Sawa, ma-optics mingi, ma-optics kibao za kutufunga macho ili tusahau ile kitu yenye ni main, yenye inaendelea. Hiyo ni option number 1. Option number 2, huyu president anaweza kuwa ameangalia akaona hii ground vile imekuwa ngumu, hii ground vile imenikataa, hii ground yani vile imekauka, lazima tujaribu tufanye kitu. So either president ameamua afanye vitu mbili. Either aende na the Samson option. The Samson option ni ile wa Israeli, ile unaambiago wa Israeli wanakoga wamesema kama unaweza fanya kitu ya kuua Waisraeli, wao pia wataamua waende na dunia mzima. So wako willing kulipua dunia mzima ili wa survive. So president anaweza kuwa ameamua tena Samson option. The Samson option being ako willing kuimpeach hiyo pale kuvunja bunge. Aseme hii bunge hata hakuna kazi inafanya, nimesikiza ground, nimesikiza wananchi ama politician ni washenzi, hakuna kazi wanafanya, kazi yao tu ni kukula hongo na upuzi. Anaweza kuwa ameamua kufanya hiyo option. Option number 2, anaweza kuwa ameangalia akaona most of these MPs hawamsaidii, anaangalia anaona why not dispose of these people and use them as sacrificial lambs? Ni sacrifice, nifurahishe mwananchi na mwananchi aone I am trying to do something about corruption. Okay? Option number 3 wadau. Option number 3, it might be possible. Ndio kweli kabisa. Ama MP wamejaza kiburi. Design mpaka wanakula, wanasumbua president. Wanakula na wanamvuruga mpaka amefika mahali anajishika tama anasema, "Hai, yani kitu mimi ndio nililisha lakini sasa hii imekuwa kubwa mpaka inanistua. Mpaka yani kabisa mimi wananitishia maisha mpaka wanademand." Wanaambia president, milioni 2 ni kidogo, tunataka 30 million, tunataka 100 million. So what's really happening here?
Is it a real war on corruption, or is it just a show? Is Ruto bravely fighting greedy MPs, or is he distracting Kenyans from something bigger? And if Parliament does decide to impeach him, will they have the actual courage to go through with it? Because let's be honest, Ruto and Parliament have been in bed together for years. They built this corrupt system together. They benefited together. Now, they want us to believe that they are enemies? No. This is politics. And in politics, enemies today can be friends tomorrow, depending on the deal. The real question Kenyans should be asking is not whether MPs are corrupt or whether Ruto is corrupt. We already know the answer. The question is, what is this regime cooking behind the scenes while we are being distracted? Because at the end of the day, this is bigger than corruption. It's about power. And the man at the center of it, President William Ruto, may just be preparing himself to becoming something that Kenya has never seen before, an imperial president. Subscribe.